10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Utkarsh Tandon, and I welcome you all once again to this interactive post-match analysis. Today it was the Eliminator, and as you know, it's the game where one of the team eliminates from the contest, and it was Royal Challengers Bangalore. Another heartbreaking day for their fans, for their loyal, committed fans who eagerly support every year with the hope of winning the trophy. This year also their tag or their motto was "Ye Saal Cup Namma De." This year cup is ours, but unfortunately they got knocked off by the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Now it all started for Royal Challengers Bangalore from the toss as they lost the toss, where a crucial toss, and they had four changes: Moeen Ali, Aaron Finch, Navdeep Sani, and Adam Zampa. These four changes, these four players were in, whereas on the other hand, Sunrisers Hyderabad just had a forced change as Saha was injured, so Shrivats Goswami came in. Now, when Royal Challengers Bangalore came into bat, and just to inform you, Monty Panesar, our expert, will be joining us shortly. So you can join us. By the way, I have the link, the joining link in the description, of the video, as it cannot be dropped in the live chat window as there is some error. So you can join with the link in the description of the video. Description में link है, वहाँ पे click करके आप join कर सकते हैं. Now, as I was talking about, Kohli promoted himself to open the innings along with young Devdutt Padikkal, and it was Jason Holder for Sunrisers Hyderabad who gave a thundering start for his team as he dismissed Jason Holder, Devdutt Padikkal and Virat Kohli in quick succession. But after that, Aaron Finch and AB de Villiers did some work to stabilize Royal Challengers Bangalore. But since after the wicket of Aaron Finch, it was just AB de Villiers fighting there as a lone wolf. And when AB de Villiers got out after scoring a brilliant 50 to a brilliant Yorker by T. Natarajan, and RCB were down to 131 for 7. Baki batsmen, means if you see the scores of the rest of the batsmen other than Aaron Finch and AB de Villiers, they were all in single digits. And you can actually resemble it with a telephone dial number. So that was the story of RCB batting. Now coming on to Sunrisers Hyderabad. Sunrisers Hyderabad too lost their first wicket in the form of Shrivats Goswami right there in the very first over of Mohammad Siraj. But after that, David Warner and Manish Pandey did some work to stabilize, did some work to bring Hyderabad on track. And both of them got out at the very wrong time. David Warner getting out in the last over of the power play. A call by the umpire, close call, which can be debated, an arguable call. And Manish Pandey too got out after scoring 24 or 25 odd runs. But there came the calmness and the composure of Kane Williamson along with Jason Holder, who built a good 65-run stand and ensured that SRH wins the game. Kane Williamson remained not out, scored a brilliant 50, whereas Jason Holder played its his part in the second innings too, scoring crucial 24 runs. In the first wicket, he picked three wicket. In the first innings, he picked three wickets. So this was a brief summary of what happened today. And as I said, a heartbreaking loss. RCB were knocked out of the tournament. Last time around, when in the last season when Hyderabad played the Eliminator, जब हैदराबाद ने एलिमिनेटर खेला था तो वो दिल्ली से हार गई थी. और now this time around they've defeated Royal Challengers Bangalore in the eliminator, and they will now face Delhi Capitals in the qualifier 2 day after tomorrow. So uh, there is a chance of Sunrisers Hyderabad taking the revenge. Now it's the fifth defeat on the trot for Royal Challengers Bangalore, whereas fourth win on the trot. Fourth win on the trot, fourth successive win for Sunrisers Hyderabad. So you can say that Sunrisers Hyderabad caught the momentum at the right time, whereas the Royal Challengers Bangalore lost the track at the wrong time, at the business end. So I think a clinical performance, a nail biter yet again. This time the batting disappointed Royal Challengers Bangalore more than their bowling, because bowling did a commendable effort to take the game to down to 19.4 overs, chasing just defending a total of 131. तो ये अच्छा था. अब आप लोग ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं हमको लाइव. लिंक इज देयर इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द वीडियो, बिकॉज this time around the link cannot be, I don't know, there is some issue dropping the link via the live chat window. There is some issue. So I've dropped the link. Yeah, so I have dropped the link in the description of this video. Description पे आप जाके आप हमें join कर सकते हैं, and our expert Mr. Monty Panesar will be joining us shortly. So RCB और SRH की पे वापस आते हैं. अगर आप देखें तो विराट कोहली ने 4 स्पिनर्स खिलाए थे. विराट कोहली वेंट इन विद 4 स्पिनर्स, मोइन अली, वॉशिंगटन सुंदर, यूजी चहल एंड this Adam Zampa. Adam Zampa bowled really well, just 12 runs he gave, picking a wicket in his quota of 4 overs. But uh, Washington Sundar was a bit too expensive. He bowled just 2 overs, conceded 21 runs in 2 overs with an economy of 10.5. So Washington Sundar was a bit too expensive, whereas Moin Ali bowled well. He just conceded 4 runs in his 1 over, and he was bowling well. I don't know why Virat Kohli didn't give him a one or a couple of overs more. Had he given him, because the ball was gripping and turning. Yeah, I have Rohan. Hello, Rohan. How are you? A warm welcome once again.
Hi, Utkarsh.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, yeah.
yeah, you can carry on. Yeah, you can continue.
No, I just informed. I think I am just. See, am I echoing?
No. You're not echoing.
Okay,
Your
but
voice
I
is
think
clear.
there is some. Okay, I think there is some problem from your end, because I can hear my echo. See, yeah, now it's clear. So what I was telling, that your, irrespective of whose fan you are, which of the franchises, how was the game according to you as a fan, as an ardent viewer of cricket? Again, a heartbreaking loss for Royal Challengers Bangalore. So, what's your thought as a fan on the game which you witnessed today?
Mm, yeah, so I'm audible now.
Yeah,
So it's been 13 years. RCB is struggling, and the story remains the same. For two times, for this was the third or fourth time that they have qualified for the playoffs, and they have once gone for the final as well. Once or twice they have gone for the final. Once
Twice.
when they
Twice.
played against taking charges, and now and once against Chennai Super Kings.
2009 and 2016 against King
Yeah,
SRH and SRH and
SRH and SRH and taking charges, and both times it was Hyderabad. So
yeah,
the thing is that a single player or a single man cannot win match for you every day, and ABD and Virat Kohli won't be performing in each of the matches which RCB plays, and the bowling wasn't that much nice, and the captaincy, as you said, that Moeen Ali bowled 1 over and he just got 4 runs in that over, and he was in no overs were given to him after that completion of one over. So I believe that there were some captaincy mistakes again from the captain, from the skipper this time, and the score wasn't defendable. It was uh, a easy target for SRH batsmen, and we saw that even the openers didn't played the way they were playing in the previous matches. But still, RCB, SRH had that experience down the order in the form of Kane Williamson, and that worked for them pretty well. And he showed that what caliber does he have.
correct. And as you mentioned, see, uh, I'll unmute you because you are. I can hear. Yeah, perfect. So as you mentioned rightly that every time around you won't be dependent on just two players. In the previous years, it was Virat and ABD. It was Virat and ABD, but this time around, it was Devdutt Padikkal who was giving you some fiery starts right there at the top, and then ABD giving you some impactful finishes. But there were no runs from Virat. There were no runs from, or rather, there was no support from the other batters, and this I think hurt RCB. Every time around, we were just we would just sit here and analyze that what went wrong, and just pick some loopholes of their bowling. But this time around, it was batting which let them down. Because in this game also, if you see 132 means defending 131 not always goes down to the wire, and the opposition finishes it in 19.4. But this time around, RCB bowlers did a commendable job to take the game to 19.4 overs. Had the total been 20, or rather, yes, 20 runs more, we could have had another very interesting game. Very interesting. So I think the batters this time around let RCB down.
Yeah, I completely
And
agree with you that. Hmm.
also dropping Finch in the middle of the tournament. See, Finch is someone who can give you that explosive start, who can make or break the game for you. If he stays there, he can make the game for you right there in the first 6 overs only, with his yeah. So he can make the game for you with his destructive batting. So he was a player who had that experience of the shortest format. So that was dropping Finch also wasn't a very good decision. But yes, as Virat mentioned in the post-match presentation, that we had some positives, and Devdutt Padikkal is the biggest positive which Virat had. And just to float a stat, Devdutt Padikkal scored 473 runs in this season, most by any Indian uncapped player in a debut season. And on this note, I'd like to welcome Aman as well, our second viewer who is joined. So welcome, Aman. You're live in the show.
Hello, and
Yeah.
another what I can say, depressing
Heartbreaking day.
or
Heartbreaking.
flabbergasting or disgusting day for,
Yeah.
and also one more heartbreaking, heartbreaking day
You
for
can
RCB
use
fans.
all those words.
Yeah, each word will, each word
Yeah, I would
will fall
interrupt
shorter.
you. I'm
Yeah,
yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what I feel that it is something which we can compare it to the loss of RCB in the finals of 2016. See, there also RCB lost. There also RCB lost, having played a very good season. Virat Kohli had a dream run, scoring 900 plus runs with 4 centuries. And this time all around, they had a good season initially, but they just lost the track coming at the business end of the tournament where it was required the most. And on the other hand, Hyderabad got the track got the track. Hyderabad were back on track right there at the business end of the tournament with 3 consecutive wins. And now this is the fourth win for Hyderabad defeating RCB, whereas it is the fifth loss on the trot for Royal Challengers Bangalore. Now you can continue.
yeah, but in 2016, there was a little change that RCB was chasing that total, and in 2016, it was brilliance in the death overs of by Bhuvi and Sandeep Sharma along with Sandeep Sharma. But this time, RCB batters, yeah, they disappoint, and they disappointed really hardly. And again, Devdutt Padikkal didn't score runs in this match also, and last match of league stage also, and they lost both the matches from the first over. And same thing happened in this match. But and if I float one stat here, uh, uh, except Aaron Finch and AB de Villiers, nobody hits boundary came in 19th over and 18th over by with the bat of Navdeep Saini and Siraj. So you can see uh, what kind of batting they did. And again from last 3 matches I was saying that why they are not giving chance to Moin Ali, because their last 3 matches of league stage in Dubai. Why they were not giving chance to Moin Ali, because he can bowl and he can provide a, a wall to Virat Kohli, or a cushion to Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers to go and hit and play their natural game, but they were not playing him. And finally they go with Moin Ali, but it was not a league stage match. It was a like quarter final, and the pressure of quarter final took him.
Yeah, see, as you were talking about Moeen Ali, I think they underutilized him, and today also he bowled just
And
one
sorry for
over.
interruption. He was in great form in India. Sorry, Australia and England series. He was in great touch in ODIs and T20s as well. Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, so Moeen Ali today also he bowled just one over, conceding 4 runs, and I don't know why he wasn't given, why he wasn't asked to bowl further. And as you mentioned about boundaries, so I think you joined late. So I was telling this earlier that at the start of the show that except for Aaron Finch and AB de Villiers, if you look at the scorecard, it resembles a telephone number. Means everyone scoring in single digits. So as you rightly mentioned, and that batting has let them down, and that's what we were discussing, me and Rohan, previously, that it was the batting of Royal Challengers Bangalore which led them down this season, because bowlers did a good job, fairly good job to say. Siraj was in the groove. Chahal was brilliant. You can say Navdeep Saini also did bowled some crucial overs in few games, and he was also good. Uh, Washington Sundar, one of the biggest positives, because right there at the start, no one was able to hit Washington Sundar. Even Owen Morgan failed to hit him. So Washington Sundar also was a really real good positive. But It was no support from batting. It was just a two-way traffic for RCB. If we talk about the batting, Padikkal at the top and then AB de Villiers in the middle. Ex- Except for that, Virat Kohli played a couple of good innings, but after that, it was a complete drought of runs for Virat Kohli. And then AB, Devdutt Padikkal, as I mentioned, is a positive, but dropping Finch. See, they needed to contemplate on this decision that whether we want Finch or not, because Finch at the top is a was a trick missed by RCB, I feel. And then in the middle order, see, if you are playing in a competition like IPL, you cannot have Shivam Dube and Chris Morris as your 5 and 6. After the top four, you didn't have batting. You didn't have batting to show, and this is what and in this particular department you were exposed today, because you had Devdutt Padikkal along with Josh Phillip or Aaron Finch at the top, then Virat Kohli, and then you had AB de Villiers. Today you had Moeen Ali as well, but but he only played a handful of games. So uh, keeping aside Moeen Ali, you had number 5 Chris Morris or number 5 Shivam Dube, and number 6 Chris Morris or Shivam Dube, means any of them in the on the fifth and sixth slot. So if you play Shivam Dube and Chris Morris at the fifth or sixth position, where if you compare it with Mumbai Indians, who they have at 5 or 6, they have likes of Karen Pollard, they have Hardik Pandya, they have Krunal Pandya. So if you compare it, means 5 or 6, it was ridiculous having Morris and Dube at 5 or 6.
Yes, and maybe RCB can do one. RCB missed the trick when it comes to Shivam Dube, because if you are looking for Shivam Dube for a long time investment, he can bowl. He bowled pretty good. He bowled really well in 2 3 matches. He got chance to bowl and he bowled well. But Shivam Dube, and the one thing is missing, that one Indian batsman in between of two pillars and two backbones of RCB lineup. Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers. Shivam Dube, they could experimented. They could if they, maybe Shivam Dube can be the Yuvraj Singh for them, because if you not groove a batsman or player, if he batted in between Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers, Virat Kohli will also taught him something, and he got a chance, or
Uh,
he
I
maybe
feel,
learned
see,
from AB de Villiers also.
I got your question that Shivam Dube could bat at number 4, binding number 3 and number 5, that is Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers. But the question is that why will you not allow AB de Villiers to play maximum number of balls? Because as much balls as AB de Villiers play, he can provide you the maximum benefit. So at the same time, you also need to think that two of your best batters should play the maximum number of deliveries, and clearly they are Virat and ABD. So this also should be kept in mind. So in my view, Shivam Dube at 5 was a bit too early. Or if see Shivam Dube at 5, agreed, but Shivam Dube was also not given regular chances. A bit of chopping and changing were done. Josh Phillip was not there in your initial 11. Aaron Finch was playing. Josh Phillip came in. Moeen Ali in and out, in and out. Shivam Dube in and out, in and out. Even Navdeep Saini in and out, in and out. So that combination was never there for Royal Challengers Bangalore, as they kept winning. So it overshadowed their loopholes. But there were still many lacunas which needed to be filled.
But as you mentioned, the best player need to play more balls. Okay, so if you look at SRH today, Goswami was playing, and Goswami was playing the first game of IPL 2020. But they can also go with Warner and Williamson. But Warner, the captain, and their management knows if Williamson opens, and unfortunately, if they both goes early, then they would be in the trouble.
No, there is one more. There is, yes. This is definitely this will definitely be a moot point that Warner and Williamson opening the innings, and if unfortunately both of them get out, so Sarich will be in deep waters. But there's also a point that Shiva's Goswami always opens the innings. If you've seen him bat in the previous editions of the IPL, in the previous games as well,
Yes, yes.
he had opened the innings. So you cannot just blame this that Shivas Goswami might have batted down the order. It is his natural position, and he's suited for opening the innings because he is not a player who can graft singles, who can nudge the ball and take those singles and doubles in the middle overs. His position is to bat in the power play, exploit the power play, bat there as an opener, and that is what I think the thinking of SRH might have been.
No, actually, I was not blaming. I was just giving an example that if uh, because if you want your team to perform, and your batsman, if they stays on the crease till the end, he will definitely score runs, and we know what calibers AB de Villiers has. But one maybe Dubey or Gurpreet Man, they would have tried. So the combination permutation maybe right now maybe RCB would be in the qualifier too, but they were not.
Agreed. See, they would have been. See, that was that point I was talking about. That had there been 20 runs more, it would have been a more poised game. 20 runs more. See, defending 131, RCB took the game down to the wire, and SRH managed to finish it in the 19.4 overs. So, had there been 20 runs more, definitely it would have been a more enthralling one. So, now taking Rohan's comments as well as he's been listening for a while now. So, Rohan,
Yeah. So I would
how
say
much?
that yeah, you can ask a question. If you do have any questions, you can ask me.
Now, you earlier mentioned that you are a KKR fan, and
No,
I would
I'm not a
like to
KKR fan. I'm a
ask
Kings
you.
XI Punjab fan. And
Okay, so Punjab
moving
fan.
from
So,
this match and focusing, if I had to put some pointers to put in for the next match, which is DC, and I believe the similar condition we'll be able to see that SRH will be dominating Delhi Capitals in the next match, and I believe it would be Mumbai Indians versus SRH. The final game would be SRH versus Mumbai Indians.
Actually, this thing predicted by Utkarsh Tandon 3 days ago.
Okay, and I
yeah,
am very much disappointed as yesterday I saw a video where Virat's teammate was saying that Skipper will be gifting you this year the Indian Premier League trophy and will make you happy and will but the performance which they had shown today, it's a big disappointment for the complete squad as well as for the support management, and I'm I don't have any words to say. I'm
Yes, yes,
yeah.
what
yes.
to say. I
So,
mean, they haven't
Everyone.
performed. They haven't performed in the last match. Also, it was luck by chance that they got qualified. If KKR would have had a better net run rate,
run
I
rate.
think they would have given a better fight to SRH in this match.
Agreed, agreed.
Yeah,
And as you
listen,
mentioned, see,
I would like to add one thing here, that Virat Kohli tried his best, because as a batsman he tried, and he was on the mark, that he said, yes, I'll open the innings, and I'm a captain, I will lead from the front, and I'll show all the teammates that if I'm leading, if I'm performing, you can also perform in the big matches. So it was a good, but today's Virat Kohli dismissals, actually, Holder got him, but it was not Holders, it was Sandeep Sharma's pressure Look, Virat Kohli never plays like tonight. He plays every ball two steps ahead, two steps. Oh, what do we say that? He was playing too far away from the
Conservatively,
crease. Yeah, yeah, too far away from the crease and
just to
dancing.
tackle the swing, just to cut off
Yeah,
the
yes, yes,
swing
but
which
yes, Jason Holder.
both the bowlers were
Yes,
extracting.
yeah, but it was the pressure of Sandeep Sharma more than Jason Holder. I think so.
Yeah, Sandeep Sharma bowled well. He was wicketless, and so was Rashid Khan. Both the bowlers were wicketless, but they bowled equally well. They could not get any wicket, but both bowled really well. And as you mentioned that Virat Kohli just nicked one down the leg side and got off. I think it was a bit of luck, but Virat had a poor run in this IPL, and it is one of the
Uh,
major reasons. We cannot disagree on this, that Virat's poor run is not a reason for RCB knocking out. So Virat Kohli's poor run is also one of the reasons why RCB has knocked out. But again, coming back to what Rohan said, that he's a Kings 11 Punjab fan, so chances were open, and it's not that, see, RCB qualified, but it's not that RCB qualified on merit. I think they qualified on merit. They gained that 14 points, but the kind of performance they showed in the last four league games, it wasn't the one to qualify for the playoffs. Had there been a better run rate, as Rohan mentioned, of KKR, or that starting game where that one false call of umpire costed a game for Punjab. So had that call been right, and Punjab would have won the game, so Punjab would have played the eliminator today against Sunrisers Hyderabad. But RCB fifth loss on the trot, and it was something today. Not only RCB fans, but KKR fans, Punjab fans, and Rajasthan fans would also be very disappointed that if RCB had to play this kind of cricket, then why not KKR? Why not Kings 11 Punjab, who actually caught the track, who were on the right track, just there at the business end of the tournament. So uh, this might be a possibility, and it's a disappointment for Punjab and the Kolkata fans as well. So that's why I asked that question, that which team were you supporting? But now we've had enough of Royal Challengers Bangalore, coming to Hyderabad. Because Hyderabad deserves a praise, and the captain David Warner deserves a praise. The way they've come back, a fairy tale, you can say, a dream run, a dream story, and uh, that has gone better and better and better. Three wins in the league games, last three games, to qualify from the eighth position to directly hop to the third position. Always kept the run rate healthy. In the meantime, viewers who want to join can join in with the joining link in the description box, because YouTube has some issue. It's not taking the link in the live chat window. I'm trying to drop it every time, but I don't know. There is some error, some technical error, and yeah, an error occurred, so it's not taking. So I've dropped the link in the description of this video. Now, coming back to Hyderabad, see, Hyderabad, the kind of approach which Hyderabad had in the last three league games, and they've continued. That's why when Hyderabad won the last league game to qualify, at that very moment, I said, Aman, that Hyderabad will qualify to the finals, because they were looking a different team altogether. Means be the captain, be to see one more thing which needs to be noticed, that in every game they had a different hero. On the other hand, if you look RCB, they were, as I said, they were dependent on either Devdutt Padikkal or AB de Villiers, while SRH had a different hero. Holder has won them games. Williamson has won them games. David Warner obviously has won them games. Ridhiman Saha, a big positive. Ridhiman Saha has won them games. So Sandeep Sharma means plethora means several players have won them games. So different hero for different games. So they are not depending on a couple of players or a handful of players to win them games, unlike RCB. So this has been one of the talking points, or this needs to be one of the talking points for Sunrisers Hyderabad, and they are praiseworthy for this. Yeah, Rohan and Aman both are muted.
Yeah, yeah. What I would like to add over here, what their core strength is. Rashid Khan, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Kane Williamson, and David Warner. Most importantly, David Warner. He is someone where the batting revolves around. David Warner is the key player, and their batting revolves around him. And other players play a supportive role, and David Warner is the one who cruises throughout the tournament. And we have seen that he is the most consistent batsman. And being an Australian and performing this well in uh, in a subcontinent tournament, that has been the X factor which has over the seasons which has been in favors of Sunrisers Hyderabad. And I would like to appreciate here VVS Lakshman and Tom Moody that they choose players according to the situation which they need. We had T. Rajan in the absence of Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and he has shown throughout the season that uh, it's not the big names, it's the performance which needs to be shown at this platform, and if you have to win games throughout the season, in the midway, if I would say that I wasn't even seeing that SRH would be able to qualify for the playoffs. They were performing some way some way that they were the mediocres, I would say. I would rather
Un-
use this word, that they were the mediocres. They used to one match, and another match they were losing, the next match they were
they were
losing.
underperforming
What?
according to, yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
I
were
have
not
Rohan. I would like to interrupt. I have Paji with us joining.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sat Sri Akal, Paji. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Very good, thank you.
Sat Shri Akal, sir ji.
Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Shri Akal, Paji.
पाजी आज का मैच मतलब a perfect eliminator game, going down to the wire, a nail biter, where we first thought that RCB did poor, but the story came in the second innings when the game went to 19.4 overs. So your take on the game?
Yeah, look, I thought RCB did brilliantly well, to even defend the total. Their batting obviously let them down. They didn't get enough runs,
I think is
and it's
frozen.
probably a bit
Screen
of a
is frozen
hesitation.
rather.
Okay, hello.
Utkarsh, there's some issue with your network, I believe, because I am able to listen Paji quite clearly.
All right, okay.
Yeah, Paji, you're back.
Yeah, so I was going to say that, look, I reckon they needed 20 runs more. They were probably 20 runs short. And, on a pitch that was going to assist spin like we all knew, that was with Rashid Khan in the team, again, Virat Kohli will probably be thinking, I think some of his players are kind of a little bit hesitant. They're not being as confident as they need to be. So I guess that's kind of like not helping their cause.
Paji, before coming to SRH, I'd like to talk about RCB, who have been knocked out of the tournament, and another heartbreaking day for their fans who wanted their team to win with the tagline of ASL Cup Namade. RCB, what went wrong for RCB this season? Where did RCB, because it's fifth loss on the trot for RCB, including the four successive defeats of the league stages.
Yeah, look. Um, excuse me, sorry.
Yeah.
I think they heavily rely on that on their batting, and they've always done that. And you know, like Chris Morris should have been playing from first go. He should have been the first guy. He should be penciled in. His batting is like,
He was
he's
injured. Paji, I
well.
think he slightly had some injury.
Yeah, he has obviously injuries, but I don't know. I'm sort of questioning is kind of Moeen Ali the right overseas player for for uh, what is it?
Moeen Ali as an all-rounder, fourth
I don't know.
overseas player.
He hasn't really fired Moeen Ali with the bat or the ball this year, and I'm not sure if he's
Yeah.
at his best or you know do RCB. How do they get the best out of this guy? What's the story?
Yeah.
Because he hasn't really fired as we thought he would.
Yeah, and today also he unfortunately got run out. So, uh, as we were discussing it earlier also, Paji, do you think this time around it's not their bowling, it's their batting which let them down? Only dependent on Padikkal there at the top and ABD in the middle?
Yeah, I probably would say that as well because I think they've haven't really I don't know if they were like they started off really well at the start of the tournament. They fired really well and they had a good Particle did really well, but it's I just think that if Virat Kohli's not batting well or AB de Villiers is not batting well, the whole team's morale isn't as strong. They rely so much on their energy, their confidence, them being upbeat. It lifts everyone else. That if they don't perform, it kind of like who's going to lift them if they're not performing? It kind of lost a bit of an edge to them, and I think they that's why they require both of them to perform well. So then the whole team gets lifted. But if they are a little bit not doing well, then the team is a little bit down with them as well. So they've always played like that with that formula. Virat Kohli, AB de Villiers performing well, lifts the team, they win. It's the intensity of Virat Kohli that gets all the troops together. But this year, it just hasn't really worked for them. They really need to sort of they've got a big tour coming up with Australia as well. They've got a lot of cricket to be playing, but it just it makes it difficult. If you're going to be relying heavily on AB and Virat Kohli to score the runs, then get the team's attitude in a way, yeah, we can win, rather than when Virat Kohli. I don't think Virat Kohli performs well as a captain when he doesn't score runs. He needs to score runs. Then he's really into the game. That's the way he approaches. I think when he doesn't score runs, he's not quite as aggressive or into the game or clarity of decision making. So it's this heavy reliance on them two. And if they're not performing, I just don't think RCB are as strong there.
Yeah. And Paji, as you mentioned about Virat's captaincy, so Devdutt Padikkal's scoring has been a positive according to you, as you mentioned. Now, coming to Hyderabad, and in every game we got different players winning it for them. We saw Saha, we saw Holder, Sandeep Sharma, we saw even T. Natarajan, today Kane Williamson doing it for them. So for Sunrisers Hyderabad, the way they qualified with 3 consecutive wins in the league stages and then fourth win today against RCB. So for Hyderabad, quick word for Hyderabad.
Yeah, look, Hyderabad are kind of like the team that have just got on a winning streak. Can they beat Delhi Capitals? Probably can't. I'll probably say, Sunrisers have had, they've done as well as they've done. And if the pitch is going to be turning a little bit, possibly Rashid Khan can get them through. But if I'm Ricky Ponting, I'll probably be thinking, look, I don't want that pitch to turn. I want it to be fast and bouncy. And and I expect Delhi Capitals to get through to the finals.
And so, if we talk about Hyderabad, we don't only they don't only rely on David Warner or Johnny Bairstow. Unlike Royal Challengers Bangalore, they have several players coming up the ranks and performing for them. Today, what's your take on Jason Holder? Means 3 wickets in the first innings, contributing with the bat in the second innings as well. So, Jason Holder, how good a player Jason Holder has been for Hyderabad since his inclusion?
Look, I think he's been a brilliant player. Do you know what I mean? I think he was fantastic, really good, and he did extremely well. He should have been included from the start, but he's that type of player where you wouldn't look to pick him. You pick him maybe on a pitch that does a bit, bounces a bit, but he's a good all rounder, bats well, he sort of strikes the ball well. So it's makes it difficult, doesn't it? It's like who do you play then? Do you know what I mean? Who will be your 4 players that you
Yeah,
play? And I think Johnny Bairstow, obviously, injured.
Mrs. Yeah, and Sunrisers Hyderabad weren't means Sunrisers Hyderabad didn't have the full resources. They were playing with the limited resources available to them as Bhuvi was injured, Vijay Shankar was injured, Shakib wasn't there. So uh, with 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 this resource, scarce resource, the effort which they've pulled off is commendable. Uh, Now, today Virat Kohli going in with 4 spinners: Moeen Ali, Washington Sundar, Yuzi Chahal, and Adam Zampa. Was this a wise decision?
I think so, yeah, because I think it was a spinning pitch and they nearly pulled it off. But yeah, but probably, maybe one spinner too many. But, like with Virat Kohli, he's probably thinking, I probably could do with another spinner. And he kind of went with Moeen Ali.
Yeah. Uh, Now I'll move to Rohan and Aman if they have any questions as they were waiting for you, Paji. So any questions,
Yeah, I would
Rohan
like to
or
ask.
Aman?
Yeah, I would like to ask one. Oh, Paji, what chances are there Delhi Capitals qualifying for the final? Will Delhi batsmen, as Ajinkya Rahane in the last match, we saw that the top three collapsed pretty bad for Delhi Capitals. Their top three collapsed pretty bad. So, will they be able to handle the SRH bowling uh, on Sunday, or we'll be seeing the similar situation if they batted first? If they'll bat first,
Yeah,
if DC
look,
will bat first.
yeah. Yeah. DC, I think are a better team when they bowl first. So if they're batting first and Rashid Khan gets hold of them, then yeah, I think that's their best chance of winning. So Delhi Capitals win the toss. I think they should look to bowl first, and then they've got a better chance of winning the game.
Okay. So now moving to Aman. Aman, if you have any questions quickly.
Yeah, and so if you, as you said, Delhi will be playing Mumbai Indians in the finals. So, according to you, who will be the man of the match, or who will be the a star player for Delhi Capitals in the qualified two?
Yeah, if they qualify, I'll probably go with Rabada. I think Rabada could be the difference.
In the batting?
Yeah, and in the batting, Stoinis. Well, I think Stoinis.
Yeah, that's why I had a laugh, smile on my face because batting has been letting down Delhi Capitals. Be it except for Shikhar Dhawan's 2 centuries, there has been no contribution from the captain Iyer, Pant, or even Prithvi Shaw.
Yeah, I agree with you. So it's yeah. So what can you do? They need. I think someone like Stoinis to be batting at 4 or 5. I think not come up too high, and we'll probably see
Do you
them.
see? Yeah, Paji, do you see any changes in the DC's playing 11 day after tomorrow, Sunday?
Well, I hope Prithvi Shaw's playing because he's part of the 11. they win even though he doesn't score runs. But I think he's part of that winning combination.
Yeah. Okay. So I hope Aman got his answer. So now on this note, we'll wrap up the session and request all the viewers to join in on Sunday, that is day after tomorrow at 11:45 p.m. Paji will be there for the post-match analysis of the qualifier 2, where we'll get our second finalist of this IPL 2020. So thanks a lot, Paji. Thanks a lot, viewers,
Thank
Rohan,
you.
Aman, and all others who joined us. Thanks a lot. Goodbye and good night.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good